In the early 1800s, Church of England services were plain, whitewashed walls, a vicar in black, and little ceremony. This simplicity set it apart from the elaborate rituals of Roman Catholicism. But by mid-century, a quiet revolution began. Vestments, candles, and ceremony returned. Priests wanted to reintroduce beauty and mystery to worship. This movement would soon spark a very public storm. The roots of ritualism lay with the Oxford movement, a group of passionate Oxford academics in the 1830s. Figures like John Henry Newman and John Keble argued the Church of England was a true branch of the ancient Catholic Church, not just a Protestant institution. Their tracts for the times called for a return to older traditions and a deeper sense of the sacred. Inspired priests began to see themselves as successors to the apostles, with a sacred duty to restore lost rituals. Soon these ideas moved from academic debate to parish practice. Priests donned colorful chasubles, placed candles and crosses on the altar, and revived ancient customs. Each change was a visible sign of reconnecting with the Church's pre-Reformation past. Ritualism was the Oxford movement made real. Many ritualist priests were young, energetic, and drawn to the poorest city slums. They believed beautiful, dramatic services, full of music, incense, and color, could uplift the urban poor. Gradually, churches introduced crosses, candles, choir processions, and priests facing the altar. To the priests, these were sacred acts. To many parishioners, they looked suspiciously Catholic. Centuries of Protestant identity made such changes feel like a betrayal. Ritualists also revived Catholic-sounding beliefs, the real presence in communion, private confession, and even monastic communities. To supporters, this was spiritual renewal. To opponents, it was a dangerous return to popery. The stage was set for fierce conflict. The public reaction was explosive. In churches like St. George's in the East, angry mobs disrupted services, shouted abuse, and even brought dogs to bark during prayers. These were organized protests, funded by staunch Protestants determined to put down popery. Priests faced personal attacks, threats, and legal challenges, but many stood firm, seeing themselves as martyrs for a sacred cause. Newspapers reported on ritualist riots, turning priests into national celebrities or villains. For many, the simple Protestant style was a symbol of English identity and freedom from Rome. Ritualist ceremonies seemed to threaten that identity, fueling a culture war in the pews. The battle was about more than religion. It was about the soul of the nation. The controversy raged in churches, courts, and the press. The fight for ritualism became a fight for England's future. Anti-ritualist groups turned to the law, prosecuting priests for illegal ceremonies. The 1874 Public Worship Regulation Act aimed to stamp out ritualism, and some priests were even jailed. But imprisoning clergy backfired, winning public sympathy for the ritualists. The turning point came with the 1888 trial of Bishop Edward King. The Archbishop of Canterbury's Lincoln judgment ruled that many rituals were permissible. This landmark decision ended most prosecutions and opened the door for ritualist practices to spread. What was once radical became mainstream choir processions, decorated altars, and colorful vestments filled churches across England. The quiet Catholic revolution had succeeded. The Church of England, once Protestant, had now bowed down to Romanism. Once transformed from the Dark Ages, was now forever changed by popery.